NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, Brissett. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
Here we go. Show it up. Yup. Let's go.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
SOS. Motion. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get in there. Hop on. 1-3. Watch twist.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Quincy Wilson in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. Watch the safety, Krib. 80 weapon. Go. Go. Watch the slant. Motion.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Check. Fresno. 22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
36.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. The screen pass here to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Exit. Watch out. Check.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Jacksonville, 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Brissett, rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Allen coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Jack with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Let's go. This is the outlaw. Buck set. I got him. Here we go.
Throwing on first down. Perkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets a 9. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
First down, a run with Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Justin Houston on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
58, Mike. Echo. Get in the weight room. 58's the Mike.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lambo is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Check hot route. Hot.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line,
going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They're running it. Yo. I got motion, man. Me. I got this. Check. 22, check. Bomber. Check. 22. Check. Bomber.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Look at the flag. Mike, 58, right there. Shoot. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Sponge. No. Hunt, 64. Wait. 58, the Mike. Don't get nervous.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. He finds some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Check three. Back. Switch.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 10, touchdown. 66. No. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go. Go to base. I'm going to run you over.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Colts 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 42-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey. 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. Mike 58 right there. Squeeze, double. Same. 49, check 49. Go.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set. 15 running. Right, 54. Rip right. Switch. Press on. Drive on. Magic. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. Right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. Big ass, big ass, big ass.
To throw is Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll run it with Cohen. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Buddy up, 54. Mike 54. Too little, count.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go now. Come on, take the Pittsburgh. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got it. Yup, go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 60 out. 2 times. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run. And
talk a little football 101 here, because one success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 20.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably...
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We own it. We own them.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
Let's bring it. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. In for the score. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Get that ball. Check three. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Check 41. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. Campbell making the catch.
That's it, baby.
Complete to Paris Campbell. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the delay, here's Hines. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Full trot. Hey, 41 Mike. Hey, watch the lane. 41 Mike. Wild Bill. 40
Out of the gun, Brissett. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
54. Mike 54. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Check Mike, check Mike. 6-6.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 38, Colts 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Brissett to throw on first. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
First down, Colts.
25. Check 25.
First down, Brissett. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter? The ball comes out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And some space here. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. How about that? Their quarterback, 59 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Slam, slam, slam. Check 48.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Jam, 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 jam. Rush in, rush in.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They try again with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you.
He may try and run for this. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All day, every day, any day.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Let flow. 58 to Mike, 58.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hey, 58 is the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. 42. Jet. Bomber. Switch 22. Jet. Bomber. Kill. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they